See the telephone pole over there? See the white little box on the telephone pole?
Yeah.
With 1 to 2 shots, I could actually hit it without any trouble. That's only about 400 to 500 yards away. It's not that far. This will shoot double that without any trouble.
Old school sniper.
The problem with it is this. The tactics they were using back then is you were lined up in these big, heavy clump groups. And because of that, if I shot you at 100 yards, it would go through you, into you, into you. That was the problem with them. They were that deadly. These are the first true rifles of the time period. I have on my hip, I have my cartridge box, I have my cap box, which makes the gun go boom. And then I have my scary, scary weapon, the bayonet. This is called a triangle bayonet, and it was used by military to stab. The problem with it is this. If I stab one of y'all, and all you guys around him are loaded with guns, what's going to happen to me? I'm dead. Yeah. Less than 1% of all battlefield wounds in the American Civil War were caused by sword, saber, or bayonet. You were 4 times more likely to die of food poisoning, diarrhea, and dysentery than you were about getting stabbed. All right, but think about this. You have 1,000 guys walking down into the middle of a battlefield carrying this on them, and they're walking down and they come charging at you like this. Pretty ferocious, isn't it? And the intent was at this. If you were to use it, you were to stab somebody, you were to twist it in their gut, and you were to pull it out. And the idea was this has grooves all over it called blood grooves. And they were designed to actually pull body parts out. But like I said, you're not really going to have to worry about it. You know what they use this thing more than anything else for? My 3 favorite purposes with the bayonet are this. It makes a great tent stake. It makes an awesome candle holder. It also makes a body hook. When you had to serve burial detail, they would actually take the bayonet and they would bend it, make a hook out of it. And what they would do is they'd actually come through and they would actually stab a dead person in their sternum or their collarbone to drag their body off into a burial pit. Pretty gory, but you gotta remember, we are in Louisiana. The last thing you want to do after somebody's been laying out in the heat for a week, that's been dead, is to actually handle their body because they're rotting. All right, so as a good soldier, I'm supposed to be able to load and fire this weapon 3 times in 1 minute. So, let me check something real quick. So I'm the official timekeeper. I gotta see how we're doing our time.
I love your phone case.
So, all right, we're good. So, all right, to load and fire it, I grab my cartridge out of my cartridge box, which is nothing more than a simple piece of paper with gunpowder poured in it, and historically they had a bullet sitting at the end of it. I don't have a bullet, but it is dangerous and it can kill you. Even without it, the paper itself will actually do some damage to you. About 15 years ago, I was at an event and a guy had a pistol, and it was actually had nothing more than gunpowder and paper in it, and he fired at me from about 25 feet away. It hit my nose and it broke my nose. And it hit so hard that it actually come across my eyeball and actually scratched my cornea and retina, and I was blind in my left eye for about 1.5 years with just nothing more than a piece of paper. Pretty scary when you think about it. Now imagine if it had a bullet attached to it. So what I do next is I take my cartridge box, tear off the old cartridge, I open it up, I pour the gunpowder down the barrel. All right, so it's not ready to fire yet. I'll let you know when it's ready. At this point, you have to ram the cartridge. And you ram the cartridge because that actually seats the bullet in the bottom. All right, what's next is you pull your cartridge or your rammer staff back where it belongs, because you got to have that. Every time you fire it, you got to have this piece. If you don't, the bullet won't seat, which means the gun actually won't fire. If it does fire, the bullet will go about 20 yards and drop. So at this point, we're halfway there. If I pull the